real quick, because one of the steps, one of my buyers I'm sending you is they're in the pre-approval stage. And I know one of them, she wanted to just kind of start looking at houses right away. I'm like, no, you got to talk to Jim. You got to get pre-approved. And you're a big proponent of pre-approvals, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a misconception out there with respect to pre-qualified or pre-approved. Pre-approved means that your files and your income, your entire application has been placed in front of an underwriter, and an underwriter says, okay, absolutely, let's go. We can move forward with this. And it's that pre-approval letter that I will then hand to them, that they take to their realtor that they can go shopping with. And then the next step after that is they send me back the contract that has been agreed to. So I always tell people in this position, when they are buying either their primary residence or their investment property, whatever it is that they are buying, get pre-approved. Don't, pre-qualification is, in many respects, it's just a loan officer looking over the income and going, yeah, I think that'll work, right?
Right.
But pre-approval, get it in front of an underwriter, get that blessing, so to speak, get it in writing.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
And as an agent, it's easy to show people houses, but sometimes I feel bad. It's like, if they haven't been pre-approved, they might fall in love with the house that's like out of their price range. And you kind of hate to do that. You want to know exactly what they can qualify for before, they start shopping. It's kind of not fair for them to look at things that might be outside of their range.
Well, I would change the key word that you're using there is might. And I would say here in Nashville, they will. Yeah. You're not going to, it's just moving so fast.
Right.
You're not going to win. You're just not. You have to be armed for bear and ready to roll. So get that pre-approval letter for sure.
Perfect. And speaking, and also touch a little bit on interest rates, if you don't mind. I know everybody's worried about them going up, but they're still historically low. What do you think?
Yeah.
That's why I want my buyers to jump in now and just hopefully, because everybody thinks they want to wait until things go down, but it's like they're not. There's no sign of anything going down anytime soon.
No, and what I also try to coach people on is, you can always do a refi. You can always do a cash out. I mean, I know you and I are talking about purchases here, but get pre-approved, and get going as soon as you can. The market will change again. Interest rates will come down again at some point. So even though you don't love the fact that all you get qualified for is a 5.5%, I know. Take it. Right. Absolutely take it. Because here is something really important to remember. Most people don't live in that house for 30 years. Most people don't hang on to it that long. I think the average is like 7 years. Right. If you do end up sticking around, great. Do a refi once the market goes back down and save yourself tens of thousands of dollars on the back end.
Right. Right. That all makes perfect sense. Well, listen, I won't keep you too much longer, but I do want to touch on one thing we had mentioned. When we do get our buyers in escrow, just remind them, don't buy a car.
Right.
Don't quit your job. Because what I think buyers, what you guys need to remember is, like, once you're approved and you start that escrow process, they're going to look at everything again before they close that loan. So even though you might want to go get two more times, even though you might want to go and buy that new furniture for your house, wait until you're in the house. Even if you can afford it, don't change anything. Just wait till you're in the house and then go ahead and get your new car or the new furniture, whatever it might be.
Amen. Preach.
Because I've seen so many people fall in love with their house and then they do something silly and it's like, oh, you didn't need to do that yet. I mean, again, they can afford it, but just the way the bank approved you, they don't want to see that yet. So.
Right. As soon as you get that pre-approval letter, put your spending on lockdown. Don't do anything. Don't change your job. Don't get a new car. Don't, just don't do anything, please. Because you run the risk of really knocking yourself out of contention. Here's why. When you get that pre-approval letter, and folks like me do a deep dive into your credit and all of your assets and things like that underwriter gives the blessing and puts it in paper. They are going to check again hard one more time before you sign on the dotted line. And many times I have to go back to the borrower and say, whoa, wait a second. What's going on here? you just got a car loan 2 weeks ago and you didn't tell me about
Right. Right.
it. Okay. So, and what that does is that significantly challenges your debt to income ratio, and that could knock you out of contention. I had a gal, she quit her job in the middle of the process, and I'm like, oh, I was able to get it done.
Wow.
We were able to find some other income.
Right.
But really, when you get that pre-approval letter, put your life on lockdown. Don't do anything else. Don't take out a new credit card. Don't buy a new car. Don't buy new furniture.
Even like cards, I've even seen people like think, oh, I'm going to close this account because it'll look better because I have less, I'll have less debt out there. But don't even close an account because that changes like your history, your income, or your debt history.
Yeah, and I think a good idea for you for this series is maybe talk to get somebody on as a credit counselor who can speak more to that effect.
Well, that's a great idea.
But yeah, absolutely. Just put your life, your financial life on lockdown.
Right. Right.
Get up, go to work, go home.
Dream about your new house.
Don't do anything else.
Put everything in your cart on Amazon, but don't buy it yet.
Exactly. Just sit there and rub your lucky rabbit's foot. Don't do anything crazy.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. Well, listen, Jim, I won't keep you too much longer. Thanks so much for your time. Obviously, like I said, I'll be in touch. I'm sure we'll have a lot of other people heading out to Nashville soon. So.
Oh, thanks so much, Kim. Hey, all the best to you and your family. And I hope to see you out here soon.
Thank you. Oh, you will.
Right on. Take care.